So, full disclosure, I'm not a millionaire yet, but I plan to be one day. And it's not because I want to be super wealthy and have this big pile of money. It's because I believe I'll need at least $1 million to spend when my brain, my body, both, or some other reason, like caring for a loved one, makes it so that I'm unable to work any longer. And I say at least $1 million because inflation might make it 3 to 10 times that. So, whether you're on a financial independence journey where you want to be financially independent and not have to work for money as soon as possible, or whether you just see yourself leaving that 9 to 5 job one day, or maybe you just want protection in case you can no longer work, becoming a millionaire is a lot of people's goal, right? So, I've been looking at how millionaires became millionaires. And today I want to share with you a little bit of what I found, in particular how millionaires protect their wealth so that it won't be lost. And today I'm going to talk about the number one biggest threat to stopping you from being a millionaire. And it has to do with that protecting your funds from loss. So, welcome to the Five Movement. I'm your host, Amanda Neely. This is the only movement that helps our generation create our unique, feminine, and entrepreneurial path to financial independence. Please be sure to subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, you also have to hit that bell so that you get notifications of future videos. So tell me if you've been in this situation. Your company just announced a new 401k or 403b plan, and they have this financial representative who comes in to tell you all about it and what your new options are. And they stand up in front of everybody. They got this nice PowerPoint. They have this long, drawn out presentation, half of which is just confusing. And then the rep finally gets to the point of showing you how to become a millionaire. There is something like this. If you put X percent of your income into this retirement account, and your employer matches Y percent, and you get 3% pay raises every year until you reach age 65, then voila, you're a millionaire. Oh, and use this target date fund so you get the right mix of stocks and bonds as you age. And you're super excited. So you fill out the forms with HR, you contribute over and above the match, and trust that the target date fund is going to help balance your risk as you age. You're destined to become a millionaire. You keep working, you keep contributing, you listen to the gurus, and you don't even look at your 401k or 403b balance. Now, I know a lot of you aren't here yet, but this is what a lot of 60-plus-year-olds are finding out right now. They're starting to think about retirement. Their bodies and minds can't imagine continuing the long, stressful days. They're ready to hang up their hats. So they finally pull up their retirement funds, look at the balance so they can start figuring out what to do. And guess what? They're nowhere close to $1 million like the rep said they would be. And of course, they can't even remember that rep's name, and every person they talk to can't or won't explain to them why they don't have $1 million when they did everything right. Do you know anybody that's in that situation? I sure do. And here's what's happened in one word. It's more complicated than this. We're going to get to that in next videos. But for today, I want to talk about one word that encapsulates one of the biggest threats to becoming a millionaire when you're trying to do that within a 401k or 403b that's using stocks. And that number one word is volatility. Volatility. That means when the stock market goes like this, the roller coaster ups and downs, that volatility is actually a big threat to you building wealth. And I'm not just going to tell you that. I want to show you what that looks like. And to do that, I need to share this Excel sheet. So here is a chart that I built in Excel. And the orange line is what you would typically see from a financial representative, where you're contributing, your income is growing, so your contribution's growing, you're getting a nice steady return in the stock market. They show you the same percent every single year going forward. You get this nice up and to the right curve. And then the gray line is what actually happens. We know the stock market doesn't have a nice curve to it. It goes up and down every day, right? And so that actually destroys the compounding of your money. A lot of people say you can get compound growth in the stock market. You actually can't, because it's being interrupted constantly by these ups and downs. So this, what you'll notice here is, here we're projected $1,057,032. That's that's what they show you, right? Here's how you can get there. But this person who started when they're 35 years old, right? They started putting money in, getting the match, all of that. They're sitting here at 65, and instead of 1 million, they have 748,000. They're a 750,000aire instead of a millionaire. They lost a quarter of their money just because of volatility. That's pretty serious, right? Now, how did I get these numbers? For those of you that are nerds like me, you might want to know that. And for those of you who are listening on the podcast, check out the YouTube video version of this if you want to see these numbers. Started here at 35. I put the same contributions into each of these. This one has the average growth at 7% every single year. This is what you might typically see when someone's saying, well, it's done 7% average over the last 20, 30 years. We think it's going to do 7% over the next 30 years for you. So they just put the 7% number in, and voila, there's your $1 million. But what I did here was put in the real return of the S&P 500 with dividends. This is the year 2000. And then it goes to 2019 right here. And then I just repeated it again. And what you'll notice is that then you got the real return with that real rate of return, and that's 750,000. Okay, hope that's helpful for you to see this biggest threat to your wealth. You'll notice I've got another sheet here. That's going to be in the next episode. So let me go back and wrap up here, because you're probably wondering, well, what do I do then, right? Like, how do I protect myself from, volatility? Don't we all always have to put our money into these 401ks in order to become a millionaire? Don't we have to invest in the market? What do millionaires do to protect their wealth from volatility? How do they protect their savings from the ups and downs? And you've heard me say it before, and you'll hear me say it again. They only invest money they can afford to lose. They believe a steady, guaranteed rate of return, compounded over time without interruption, is more important than the roller coaster ups and downs of the market. Where are they finding a steady, guaranteed rate of return compounded over time, even when they use it? Many of them find it in a specially designed dividend-paying whole life insurance policy known as Bank on Yourself or Infinite Banking. To find out more, click the link in the description. And it's not that these millionaires are not doing the 401k. They're still doing that. They're still including it as part of their portfolio, but it's not the main place where they're putting the majority of their money, right? They might be contributing to get the match, and that totally is worth it to them. But the foundation of their portfolio is in something that gets that steady rate of return that they know they can count on. And just like for your 401k, you don't have to be a millionaire to get started to have that guaranteed steady rate of return compounding over time working in your favor. Just want to put that out there. We're going to talk, actually, if you check out another episode we did where we talk about Bank on Yourself FAQs, I believe it's number 5. What do you need to get started? That's where I reveal how much money you need to get started. So please check out that episode as well. For now, thanks for joining me and connecting with the Fife movement. As you go about your day today, remember, wealth is coming your way. Your quest is to prepare for using it well. For more tips on how to prepare, please be sure to subscribe. And to connect with the community, visit fifemovement.com. My gift has helped you today. Please pay that gift forward by sharing this content with a friend. My gratitude in advance. Thanks for watching on YouTube. To help this video be seen by more people, please hit the like button. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments as well.